My name is Ed Rottman. I'm the founder and CEO of Chroma Energy Group, and my big idea is that entrepreneurs should be empowering their teams to accomplish their work without you. Step 1, focus on retention, then recruitment. It's all about building trust, especially when you transition into leading an existing team like I did. For almost 11 years, I worked for Stowers Machinery, East Tennessee's only Caterpillar Distributor. Large, well-established company, has been in business for about 63 years. And then kind of through what I was doing and working with a niche division at Stowers called the Power Systems Division, I became exposed to a lot of potential challenges facing the grid, and I became passionate about renewable energy. And so I decided to branch into a renewable energy because I believe the energy transition is here, and I want to support that. So I founded Chroma Energy Group and acquired the team from Efficient Energy of East Tennessee, and couldn't be prouder to work with these experts. So it was a little bit of creating Chroma and then assimilating in the acquisition of Efficient Energy of East Tennessee, a company that had been around for 11 years. So a small group of people came over with that. However, as you might imagine, taking over as the new head of a small team can be challenging. It can make some waves if you don't approach it the right way. But the fact is, if you're leading the team the right way, the people in charge shouldn't matter all that much. Your job is to empower your team to be the best it can be, build their trust. And honestly, I just really believe that you need team members. You can't do everything. And so there are going to be people who are better in certain things. And so they're going to be the face of the company, and you have to have a team mentality and you have to build that trust. You can't be everything to everyone. So I do think empowering them is important. So Chroma Energy Group just passed its 90-day milestone, and I'm proud of how our transition has gone. Things are great moving forward. I just want to talk a bit about why it's important to build that trust and how I'm working to empower these Chroma task forces to go deliver high-quality solar installations without a lot of unnecessary oversight from the top. Step 2, get to know your people. Everything comes down to people. And, when you talk about renewable energy, there's a lot of discussion out there about, incentives, capital, but it's all about people. Ultimately, all of that stuff is good and necessary, but it's really going to come down to the people that are doing it. And if you want to go out and do a startup, you have to embrace that team mentality. So when you acquire a team, that can be a little unsettling for some of the people because there are some Chroma employees and there were Efficient Energy of East Tennessee employees. So you have to be careful. And the first thing you need to hone in is on the retention of the current people. And then you kind of assess that. It's not recruitment. So you have to look at what you get. That's the right way to approach it. And I came in knowing that my guys are highly skilled. They've been doing this for 10 to 12 years, something that I had not. Being passionate about something like renewable energy doesn't necessarily mean you're an expert in it. So I had to rely on these other people coming out of the gate, and hopefully they were patient and kind of allowed me to kind of come up to speed with them in the process. So retaining that talent was really important coming out of the gate. To do that, you've got to prove that you care and show that you desire to make things better. So there's a couple quotes and a couple shows that I really like, and so my wife and I, we like Ted Lasso. And so there's a scene at Ted Lasso where Ted makes a suggestion box when he takes over the Richmond team to kind of open the dialogue, kind of make things a little casual. And someone anonymously, probably Roy Kent, my favorite character, asked for better water pressure, and he makes that happen. So that is what Ted did, and that's a perfect example of a small thing that has a huge impact on the team's morale. So it's not coming in there super hard out of the gate. It's really just working, understanding the needs of the current team, and then you can kind of move on to some of the next phases. I think the first thing in regards to that is genuinely wanting to get to know the people, and really listening and getting to know them. I think it can be a common misstep to come in with an agenda already. So if that was what I wanted to do, then I wouldn't have never looked to acquire a team of people, but it was a great way to get phenomenal individuals and expertise, pretty quickly. And so that's why I want to do that. So doing that, I think the best way to learn and assess is through direct communication, be frank about what my expectations or goals are, and then also be receptive to what theirs are, and so they've been working in the industry for 10 to 12 years. And I just really think being open, being honest, and genuinely wanting to understand what they're saying was helpful. And because, again, with that common theme, it is about the people, and, they have to trust you that you have their best interests. And I think that's important. And if it's just for show, I don't think that relationship really gets built coming out of the gate. Step 3, build structure and empower your teams and team leaders. You do want to focus on the team structure. That is important, and it's essential for business. For Chroma Energy Group, we're an EPC contractor, which means we handle all the engineering, procurement, and construction for our projects. That means we often get a number of projects going on at different places at the same time. So what I need is a lean task force of 3 to 4 people who can go work on a job site and get the job done without a lot of micromanagement from the top. That means I'm empowering project managers to build team leaders, then linking them up with technical experts and installers. It's a lot of responsibility for a small group, and something that we do at Chroma is we self-perform all the work. I mean, we like the accountability, so we do it all. So with that, there is a lot of reliance on different teams and different team members to do what they need to be doing. But when you've got a great group of people that you can count on, it does come down to trust and relationships. And I've always felt like I can count on my team to get it done without me needing to be there. So just trying to facilitate and empower them to do that has been very helpful coming out of the gate.